President William Ruto has proclaimed the 27th of August Katiba Day as Kenya commemorates the 15th anniversary of the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution.
Terming the Constitution as the most transformative and progressive in human history, the head of state emphasized that the day will not be a public holiday but called for its observance.
Here is that report.
It signified a new era of constitutionalism, devolution, citizen-centered governance, and protection of fundamental rights and freedoms. A document that has shaped Kenyan governance structure, creating two layers of governments with the people at its core.
Sharing my felicitations and my congratulations to the people of Kenya as we celebrate the 15 years since the promulgation of the Constitution. Our Constitution is still a teenager. We've been through a period of trying and testing it. Now, so far, so good.
And 15 years later,
the Constitution that we got or we bequeathed ourselves and our future generation is a Constitution that is so progressive that it has removed the idea of, centralized leadership, centralized allocation of the national cake, that everyone must say it is you, if I don't support you, you will suffer.
Legal pundits argue the Constitution has seen the country benefit from what it envisioned.
On the other side, we have found that the Constitution has created checks and balances within itself for political exigencies, and you find that where there is political extremism or decisions that are made by leaders, the courts come in through the Constitution.
There are two threads that run through the Constitution. Number one is devolution, and number two is the sovereignty of the people. So as far as devolution is concerned, well, we've had a trial run to see that indeed we can have a system where resources are devolved there to the very small and marginalized communities within our country. And this has, in a way, elevated even the marginalized communities within us.
Lawyers Duncan Okach and Shadrach Wamboi argue that the major impediment the document has faced is implementation.
That they must be heard, their voice must be heard, and they must be given the attention that they deserve. And we saw the President of the Republic of Kenya, declining the invitation of members of Parliament to assent to certain bills that were deemed to be anti the people.
The Constitution, once we gifted ourselves, we say that it is not perfect, and there are several issues which were not perfect, and the church and the religious organizations were the head of trying to say that there is a problem. But when we were gifting ourselves, we said, yes, there's a problem, but we will take time to correct it. So it is not right to say that we must wait, I don't know for how many years, to amend it. And that's why I started by saying American Constitution, which was touted as one of the best at that time, has undergone several amendments.
President William Ruto proclaimed the 27th of August to be marked as Katiba Day, and legal pundits urged the head of state to ensure the implementation of the Constitution is realized.
Implement it faithfully, letter and spirit. We ensure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed, and whatever the framers of the Constitution desired of our Constitution, let it be implemented. Let us see, after probably 20 years or so many years to come, let us now have a change depending on the kind of society we will be having.
So it is proper to look and try to see whether we can amend. And even after we amend, I always say, man made law, law didn't make man. There are things that change. Constitution must move with time, like the law moves with time. Some things may not have been legal then, they might be legal today. Might be legal then, might be the opposite today. So Constitution must move, and law moves. So to that particular point, it then behoves us to agree that it is proper that we relook into this Constitution.
Under the proclamation, the President directed all arms of the government, state institutions, schools and counties to organize and participate in civic activities on Katiba Day to foster constitutional awareness and civic engagement. The head of state emphasized that the day will not be a public holiday, but will instead be observed nationwide and in Kenyan diplomatic missions abroad through dialogue and education initiatives focused on governance and the rule of law. Abdiaziz Hashim for Prime Edition.